everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Iva, and I just want to greet you guys a happy 2022. And today is going to be another skincare video. So if you guys want to know what that is, just keep on watching. So today's video is dedicated to isotretinoin or Accutane as it's commonly known in other countries. So yeah, this medication is one of the most helpful medications in treating my acne and helping my skin to become much better than it was before. So as I have previously mentioned in an earlier video, I said that I suffered from moderate to severe acne breakouts sometime around March or April of 2020. So as you can see, it was one hell of a problematic year for me. So yeah, I had breakouts here all over my cheeks and my chin, and then some breakouts, small bumps around my forehead, and I really didn't know what to do. I tried everything from Korean skincare, from minimizing my skincare, and then resetting the whole regimen that I have, and still it's so persistent. My acne was so persistent, and it was my first time to experience that kind of breakout, and it really took a toll on my self-esteem, my confidence, and I was beginning to uh, feel depression, slight depression because of it. So I sought the help of a dermatologist, and his name is Dr. Mike Delariarte of DMD Skin Sciences. So he was the one who prescribed isotretinoin to me. And after our video consultation, and I also sent him pictures of my skin condition that time. So after the assessment, he gave me my prescription with the isotretinoin and also a lot of their skincare products from their skin clinic. So let's get down to business and know what isotretinoin is all about and the pros and cons in taking it. And I'm also going to share my experiences in taking the said medication. So yeah, keep on watching. So what is isotretinoin? I'll be reading from birthinjuryguide.org. So it's a short description. Isotretinoin, also known by its brand name Accutane, as what's commonly known in foreign countries, is a prescription medication used to treat acne. It can also be used to prevent certain types or forms of cancer, but for women who are pregnant or who are planning to get pregnant, isotretinoin should not be taken because it is a teratogen or a teratogenic drug, which means that it can cause serious birth defects. So pregnant women, you have to be careful with this drug. So as I was experiencing that acne breakout or severe acne breakout earlier in 2020, I searched for a lot of means and ways to eradicate or somehow lessen my pimples and such. And then when I stumbled on Accutane, at first I was really afraid of the side effects that I read over the internet. Credits to Reddit and Google. So it was really terrifying because some people claim that they had really serious side effects that they experienced. So because I didn't know much about said drug, I decided to follow the advice of a good friend who recommended DMB Skin Sciences to me. And then when I consulted with Doc Mike, he told me all about what isotretinoin can do and its possible side effects. And yeah, with much assurance from him, I decided to go for it and take the medication. So before I tell you the pros and cons that I've read and the pros and cons that I've actually experienced. I'm going to show. I'm quite embarrassed by this, but yeah, I'm going to show you some of the pictures of my skin previously when I was still experiencing that moderate to severe acne breakouts. So just look for them here on the screen, and I'll give you a few minutes to uh, properly scrutinize each one. So here goes. So this is my skin condition right now. So as you can see, I have no more acne. Even dark spots that I previously had significantly faded, and even in my forehead, it's so hot right now, so that's why I'm sweating. But yeah, I don't have any acne there. So what are some of the pros and cons that I've read over the internet about isotretinoin? So isotretinoin is an internal retinoid, which is a vitamin A derivative, and it's the only drug that's able to address all four major acne causing factors. It reduces skin oil production, it improves cell turnover inside the pores, it decreases the naturally occurring P. acnes bacteria on the skin, and lastly, it calms inflammation. So it's hands down the most effective treatment for acne, and even cystic acne or severe cystic acne, it can actually target all of those things and help reduce the inflammation. And once the acne is gone, it says here it's either gone for good, or if it comes back, it will most likely not be as severe. So for me, one of or a few of the pros that I have experienced while taking isotretinoin is that, again, this is my skin right now, and I can honestly say it's like I've returned to baby skin somehow. I'm not totally, but the pores have shrunk significantly. I mean, we all have pores, but then it's not as visible as it was before. And next is, I really don't have that oily skin, that much of an oily skin type anymore. When I was like in my teens or in my early 20s, I was on the oilier side, but I was never the type to experience acne before. I may have like one or two pimples when I have my period, but that's all there is to it. So I consider myself really fortunate on that part, even though I was on the oilier spectrum. I still didn't experience that severe kind of acne, or even the moderate or the mild acne in my early 20s, or even in my teens. So yeah, and another thing is that my hair is not, or my scalp, it's not as oily also as it was before. So I don't have to, I mean, I do take a shower every day, but I don't have to use shampoo so often. So I only use conditioner almost majority of the week, and I use shampoo like once or twice a week. So yeah, those are some of the really major pros that I have experienced while taking isotretinoin. So now let's move on to the cons. So for the cons, first is it will probably cause severe dryness and irritation. Next is it can cause birth defects, again, since it's a teratogen or a teratogenic drug. It can cause serious birth defects if taken by pregnant or planning to get pregnant women. And There has also been a suggested relationship between isotretinoin use and depression, anxiety, and inflammatory bowel disease. So again, that's what the internet said in in the website of allure.com. So for me, the cons that I have experienced, same as the first one, I experienced severe dryness and irritation. During the first month that I took isotretinoin, I began to experience severe dry lips. Like my lips would just crack every single time. So I had to put lip balm and petroleum jelly almost every few hours, because if not, my lips would totally bleed because of the cracking, and even here on the sides it would just shred. Yeah, so that's one thing that's a bit uncomfortable while taking isotretinoin, and it even came to a point that the sides of my lips or the corners of my lips are like stinging because of the constant shedding of the skin. So yeah, you have to take note of that. And second, I guess, is the regular blood test that I need to do. So I was instructed by the clinic, by DMD Skin Sciences, that I need to take regular blood tests every 2 months to monitor my blood sugar levels, my cholesterol levels, because this drug isotretinoin can cause a spike in your blood sugar or in your cholesterol. So they have to monitor it so that they can prescribe other medications that can help lower those affected blood sugar levels or cholesterol levels. So yeah, that's very somehow inconvenient on my part, because you have to like go to a diagnostic center. I won't go to a hospital right now because of the situation, COVID. So yeah, it's better to like go to a diagnostic center because it's much less crowded there, and the staff can really focus on you because they're only like one or two or less than five patients during the morning, and then another few in the afternoon. So like yeah, so that's one of the things that I find really, not really, but a bit bothersome right now, especially that I'm working also and I have a lot of things to do over the weekend. So, and then I don't know if some people experience this while taking isotretinoin, but for me, um, joint pains. Yeah, I experience some of that, but I can't be sure because I am regularly working out and exercising almost like 3 to 4 times a week. So I don't know if it's just the workout, the exercises, or maybe it's the isotretinoin giving me joint pains, but especially in my back. Yeah, my back is like when I try to like stand up after lying down for too long, and then I try to stand up, my back hurts like I am a 60-year-old woman. So yeah, what else? Oh, another con is that my wounds, whenever I have wounds or bruises, they tend to heal slower compared to when I didn't take isotretinoin. So, for example, when I have paper cuts, because since I work in a bank, I usually deal with a lot of papers and stuff and documents. So, yeah, I usually have a lot of paper cuts here in my fingers. So, I noticed that they heal slower when I started taking isotretinoin. So, yeah, if you're conscious about that, I mean, it's not really bothersome, but it takes time to heal, I guess. So, yeah, um, it's up to you. I mean, it's really up to you if you want to like go on and take isotretinoin and start your isotretinoin journey to eradicate. Um, sorry, it's so hot. Maybe I was having an electric fan, a ceiling fan. The humidity is just unbearable. So yeah, again, it's like up to you if you want to take isotretinoin or not. But for me, it's really worth the money, and you can really see a big, big difference in your skin. And um, I hope that this will somehow help you to decide in whether you want to go for it or not. You can seek the advice of a board certified dermatologist just so they can reassure you that it's safe and they monitor it, your intake, they monitor your intake so you won't have to like go overdose. Yeah, I hope this helps you guys, and I hope you will be able to achieve your skincare goals this year. So again, happy 2022. Stay safe. COVID cases are rising again here in the country and even here in the cities. So just be careful. Stay away from crowded places. Wear masks. Please wear masks, and then disinfect regularly with alcohol or by washing your hands thoroughly. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and